Everyone, so today we will see the question and answer from the lesson My Date with Greybeard, written by Robin Clins. Yesterday we read the full story. Today we will see its MCQ questions and short answer question and as well as long answer question. So let's start. Students, first MCQ question is basically the annual hunt at Amzim Kelu involved, as you have seen in the story, 100 beaters and dogs. So you would be given these four options. So option A is correct here. Now let's see the question number 2. The narrator cherishes the dream to stand astride. Astride means students कि बीचों बीच में, ये मैंने आपको स्टोरी में एक्सप्लेन किया था कि आप दोनों पैर जो है वो किसी चीज के बीच में रख के खड़े हो जाते हो, मतलब I mean आपके पैरों के बीच में कोई चीज है और उस चीज के दोनों तरफ आप एक एक पैर अपना रख के खड़े हो. तो ये उसने ऐसा ड्रीम तब किया था जब वो चाहता था कि वो उसको मार देगा, बुशबक को, ग्रेबियर्ड को, और उसके दोनों तरफ पैर रख के एक फोटो खिंचाएगा. ये उसका ड्रीम था. सो द आंसर, द करेक्ट ऑप्शन वुड बी बी, द कोप्स ऑफ एटलीस्ट वन वाइल्ड एनिमल्स. ये वन वाइल्ड एनिमल का नहीं था, उसका ग्रेबियर्ड का था. बट अकॉर्डिंग टू द ऑप्शंस गिवन हियर यू विल हैव टू पिक ये बी, कि वो जो है वो एक जानवर को मार के और उसके दोनों तरफ पैर करके खड़ा. कॉप्स में से होता है स्टूडेंट डेड बॉडी of the animal or humans, anyone. Now the question number 3 student is the narrator had a deep desire to kill Greybeard because that was a sign of adulthood for him. So question number A, option A is correct here. Now let's move to the question number 4. The narrator did not shoot the doe and the buck that passed him as he thought that they were too small. They ran too quickly. They were legally protected animals. The noise would disturb his main target. Yeah. So question option D is correct, क्योंकि वो अगर गोली चलाता तो फिर बुशबक जो है वो अलर्ट हो जाता, ग्रेबियर्ड जो है वो अलर्ट हो जाता और वो फिर उधर नहीं आता. दैट इज व्हाई वो जो सबसे पहले एक डो आई थी उसको उसने नहीं मारा, और फिर जो एक यंग बुशबक आया था उसको नहीं मारा. नंबर 5 स्टूडेंट इज द नरेटर्स फर्स्ट एनकाउंटर विद ग्रेबियर्ड लेफ्ट हिम angry and anxious, uncertain and unhappy, silent and enraptured. तो जब वो हंट पे गया था 14 इयर्स कंप्लीट होने के बाद, उस समय जब उसकी पहला इनकाउंटर हुआ था, पहला फेस टू फेस हुआ था ग्रेबियर्ड के साथ, तो बिल्कुल चुप रह गया और उसके ऑरा में खो गया. वो उस मोमेंट को उसको उसी रूप में देख के कि वो कैसे टहल रहा है ओपन एरिया में, क्लियरिंग में, उसके रुतबे को, उसको पर्सनालिटी को, उसमें वो इनरैप्चर्ड हो गया. इनरैप्चर्ड मींस होता है स्टूडेंट इंडल्जेंस, टू अलाउ योरसेल्फ टू एंजॉय द प्लेजर ऑफ समथिंग व्हिच यू आर डूइंग और लुकिंग एट. नाउ लेट्स सी द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Student, in this lesson, the text mentions 4 occasions when Greybeard escaped the hunter's bullet. Where write briefly about each in the following table. ये आपको briefly जो है वो लिखना है, तो मैंने जो है वो दे दिया है आपको, इसका स्क्रीनशॉट आप ले लो. तो जो 4 इंसिडेंट उसके बचने के दिए गए थे. फर्स्ट इंसिडेंट वो जब वो एक यंग बग को अपने आगे आगे रख रख के जो है वो उसके पीछे से बच के निकल गया था. एंड सेकेंड स्केप उसका तब हुआ था जब वो कुछ लीगली प्रोटेक्टेड डोज को अपने आगे रख के उनको सील्ड की तरह यूज कर रहा था. एंड थर्ड स्केप वो उसका तब हुआ था जब डॉग्स लोग जो उसको पीछा कर रहे थे तो उसने टर्न किया और डॉग्स लोगों को जो है वो इधर उधर वो कर दिया, स्कैटर कर दिया, उनको स्प्रेड करा दिया, और बीटर्स लोग जो उसको मारने के लिए अपना स्टिक्स फेंक रहे थे उससे वो बच के भाग गया वहां से. और फोर्थ स्केप जो नरेटर ने उसको छोड़ दिया, नरेटर डिडंट शूट हिम बिकॉज नरेटर उसको जैसे देख रहा था उसी तरह से बस देखते रहना चाहता था. बट आंसर में आप ऐसे लिखोगे, ही क्रॉस द क्लियरिंग एंड was gone having smelled the narrator's presence nearby. So basically उसको आभास हो गया था कि वहां पे कोई ह्यूमंस है, तो उसके बाद वो वहां से जंप करके निकल गया था. Now let's see the short answer questions. First question student is give a brief description of Greybeard. So you would write, his horns were long and sharp. His fur was deep gray mottled with white. Mottled means to say spotted, कि उसके बॉडी के ऊपर जो है वो ग्रे कलर का बॉडी तो था ही और उसका व्हाइट स्पॉट था उसके ऊपर. He was without any fear. There was pride and dignity in every line of his body. He was majestic and fearless. Dignity means to say that student self-respect. I explained you the word while teaching also. Why did the narrator's father change positions with the narrator? Because his father wanted to give his son the best chance to shoot that Greybeard. That is why he exchanged the place with his son. So you would write, father wanted the narrator, his son, to achieve glory and base his first hunt only. So he changed position with the narrator. So basically base means होता है स्टूडेंट बैज जो आपको मिलता है लगाने के लिए. I hope you will understand. Students, in this video we are seeing the question answer only, and those students who have not read the full lesson, first and all, I have given the link in the description also and in the I button also. Just go there and watch the full story first, understand the full story, and then see this question answer video and note this down in your respective copies. Now let's see question number 3. Describe the moment when the narrator spied Greybeard in forest clearing. The narrator at his youth was ambitious to achieve his goal by shooting Greybeard. Greybeard in the clearing stood motionless before him. His nose trembled and eyes softly luminous. He had no fear but stood with pride and dignity. His look was so majestic that the boy wanted to destroy it for his own glory and let him go. The boy never wanted to destroy. So basically student spied means कि छोड़ दिया, जाने दिया. तो उसको जैसा कि मैंने आपको स्टोरी में भी एक्सप्लेन कर रखा हूँ और अभी भी मैंने बताया 2 दिन बाद कि वो उसके ऑरा में आ गया था. वो उसको वैसे ही देख के अच्छा लग रहा था, उसके नेचुरल हैबिटेट में जैसे वो घूम रहे टहल रहे, ये उसको बहुत अच्छा लगा देख के, तो उसको बिल्कुल नहीं मारना चाहता था. नाउ लेट्स सी द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. How did Greybeard realize that a hunter was waiting for him in a concealed position? So what would you write in the answer of this question? Greybeard in the clearing at first did not know about it. When the situation change of breeze carried the boss man smell to him, in 2 huge leaps he crossed the clearing and was gone. As you have seen in the story कि breeze blow हुआ और उससे नैरेटर को ऐसा रियलाइज हुआ कि हाँ ह्यूमन स्मेल उसके नाकों तक पहुंचा होगा और इसी की वजह से वो जल्दी से 2 लंबा सा स्ट्राइड मारता है और वहां से निकल जाते हैं. ह्यूज लिप्स मींस होता है लॉन्ग स्ट्राइड्स. सो नाउ स्टूडेंट यू हैव टू गिव द एक्सट्रैक्ट बेस्ड क्वेश्चन. सो फर्स्ट सेंटेंस इज येट समथिंग मेड मी होल्ड माय फायर. So the narrator actually had spoken this line. Narrator ने ये लाइन तब बोला था जब उसके सामने बिल्कुल Greybeard आके खड़ा हो गया था, बट उसको नहीं मारा किसी वजह से. Explain the meaning and the phrase "hold my fire." So this phrase means not to fire or shoot at. Having waited nearly for 4 hours, the boy finally had a chance to achieve his ambition by shooting Greybeard, but when, as the moment came for him to shoot him, the boy, enraptured by his majesty, could not shoot. He therefore held his fire. Now let's see the next line. What made him hold his fire? His compassion for the majestic and fearless Greybeard made him hold his fire. My reticence means होता है student unwillingness to speak, must have aroused his suspicion, his father's suspicion. That's what the narrator was saying. What was the narrator reticent about? The narrator was reticent about the incident that he had a chance to shoot the Greybeard, yet he did not shoot. How did his father confirm his suspicions? As the boy was not willing to talk about the incident, his father, to confirm what had happened, walked across the clearing and paused beside the deep imprints the buck had made in the moist earth as he jumped. He came to know it was an easy shot which his son could easily have achieved. So mostly because of that footprint of the Greybeard, his father got to know about that. I knew I could not buy the hunter's base at the price of so much splendor. Splendor means a student bob, splendid. So basically उसको इस हंटर का बेस इस कीमत पे नहीं चाहिए था कि उस जानवर को डिस्ट्रॉय करके at the cost of the destruction of that Greybeard, he didn't want that hunter's base. So what is the hunter's base? The hunter's base is the title one gets by proving their ability to shoot down animal. What splendor is the narrator referring to? Splendor refers to the pride and dignity and majestic and fearless nature of Greybeard. With all these, he was so impressive that the narrator preferred not to shoot it for his own glory and badge. What is the prize that the narrator is referring to? Here the narrator is comparing his own glory and badge obtainable at the cost of shooting Greybeard, which looks so majestic and royal. Obviously, the narrator finds a thrill of pleasure by providing another year of safety to him. Thus, he could not buy the hunter's base. What does this tell the reader about the narrator? The narrator, unlike many men, is compassionate and considerable. Compassionate and considerable. He grew up in the place where no one taught him to be compassionate. Everyone wants to prove their ability by killing animals. So does the narrator. But at the time when the opportunity knocks at his door, the narrator became thoughtful about living being. Thus, he could not become so cruel and selfish. Instead, saving a life gives him immense pleasure. So, student, today we have seen the MCQ question from My Date with Greybeard and short answer question. Now, these long answer questions are remaining that we would see in next video. So, thanks all of you for watching.